Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the DLS Wave, a new episode. Today we're going to discuss remittance, sending money from overseas back home to family and friends, how it impacts people living outside and also the influence it has on family and friends back home. So first question goes to ding 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 ding. All right, here we go.
All right, he's running away from it.
So on average, do you send lots of money back home to family and friends?
Lot. What does it mean when you?
Yeah, that's what on average. It's like $300 per week, $500 per month.
I cannot put a figure on it because our people have a strategy of they know when to squeeze us. You know, they squeeze you, and they always have a plan.
Yeah.
So you can even plan for it, and you can be as self-disciplined as you can. And those who try to send money or those who try to be very disciplined when it comes to, oh, this is what I have, and I've reached my spending limit, and I'm not going to cross it. They will always find a way and come. You know what you do, you people. You know.
Yeah, but is that to say that people don't ask for money honestly? They don't honestly need the money, or they come up with different excuses just to get the money from you?
The
Example,
thing is,
they will say I need it for maybe a friend's funeral or something, but it's not really for that.
how would you know? You know, because the truth is, it is hard to actually pick a phone and start calling people and asking people, Charlie, my brother say this and that and that, or my cousin say this and that and that and that. Somebody asks you for a favor, you do it because you want to do it.
Okay.
You understand? And that's it. They always find a way anyways. That is how I put it. They always find a way.
All right, so on average, how much do you think you send back home per month, 6 months, 1 year?
It depends. It depends. It is hard to. I don't actually write my spending down, which is a bad thing. But I also don't want to feel like you're doing favors and then you are keeping records.
Right.
You know. So I'll say about $500 to maybe $1,000
Per month?
per month. It depends. It depends. You
Yeah,
know,
every
like
month is different.
when are people from home, you guys know how you do your stuff. They bait you. They are like the mouse. they bite and then they and then come back again and then bite. You know. So if you have a project back home, then you constantly send something. If not, and you're just doing what I call charity, adoye, or kenin keke, you know, mean you're giving, then between 500 to 1,000.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, for me, I have this standing family contribution
Yeah.
for the upkeep of our parents, which everyone contributes. So that one, from my side, is not much. Maybe I would say even about less than $100.
Yeah.
That is a constant. But when it comes to other expenses, which comes every now and then, it's really hard to put a figure on it.
Yeah.
It can go 1 month dry, and the following month is like like 1,000 US or less. So, and sometimes it's even way more than that.
Yeah.
So constantly is about 100 US every month, but every now and then there are higher demands.
Yeah, I think it's as and when, because some months you got funeral, pops back is not feeling okay, you need to see the doctor, wedding, stuff like that. But the point is, in overall, like generally speaking at the situation, does it put extra pressure on being outside, being overseas?
Let me point. You just said something about family. Yeah. If it's only for family. It shouldn't be like the amount maybe I'm mentioning, but you see, you have mates, you have church mates, you have schoolmates, you have area mates, you have, and somebody calls you out of the blue and they need a certain help. So when you kind of knock your head and you calculate everything, then the figure I'm mentioning, because like for me, like you said, my brother is upkeep that is what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and apart from that, once a while you.
Yeah, but when you say family, is every single money sent to family justified? Or there are just some family members that are always just taking and taking and taking, because one can also argue,
in the moment,
about you give them a lump sum to start a business?
No, it doesn't work like that. In the moment, mm-hmm. if let's say somebody calls you and you send it in that moment, mm-hmm. it is justified. Mm-hmm. Later, when you find out the main reason, mm-hmm. which is not the reason they gave you mm-hmm. from the onset, mm-hmm. that is why you gave the money, mm-hmm. then some of the money is not justified.
Yeah, but that is if you find out, if you get to.
But if you don't get to find out, the reasons they come up with, because of your love for humanity, mm-hmm. you give mm-hmm. based on that.
Right.
And that is what a lot of our people prey on, because they know that you care.
Right.
They know
mm-hmm.
that you know the situation back home.
Yeah.
They know that they don't have.
Right.
They know that you are the leading light.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to use that as a segue to ask you the same question. Is it better to give them like a lump sum, right? Okay, start a business so you can take care of yourself, take care of your family, as opposed to asking me for funds or handouts every month?
Well, for me, to be fair, I would say I'm kind of fortunate that I don't have siblings mm-hmm. who, let me start from the nuclear family, mm-hmm. siblings who ask all the time.
On you.
Yeah, exactly, because everyone is working and all that. But every now and then, one of them has some issue that they have to deal with, be it accommodation and you have to help.
Yeah.
And those ones come in lump sums, like it can be a lot.
Yeah.
But that's once in a while. And also sometimes they don't ask, but you just feel like this person has a problem and you know they can't solve it by themselves, so you still have to support them.
Yeah.
Right. But coming back to a lump sum, I think that sometimes it makes sense to send a lump sum than to be sending bit by bit.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, they themselves know that within a short time after, they can't ask you for anything again. But you don't
think so?
But you don't just send a lump sum because for the sake of it. You send a lump sum if something has to be done. You know that okay, maybe it's 10,000 Ghana cedis. Mm-hmm. You don't want to send 2,000 Ghana cedis, mm-hmm. and then 2 weeks later they come and ask you.
I mean, but that is if you have it, right? If you have it,
right? Cool. If you have it, yes. But
that follows or that begs the question.
No. Let me answer to your question. Yeah, it depends. You see, when somebody comes with you with a project, mm-hmm. and you think that first and foremost that person is worth investing in, mm-hmm. then you can put that sum in.
Right.
How you get that money, they don't know, but you try to get it and make sure they
okay.
But one thing I've also noticed, I might be wrong, but sometimes when you do that also, it gives them the impression that you have.
Right.
And a lot of them, with stories that we've heard, a lot of them don't end up using the money, the purpose
right.
in which you send the money. They don't end up doing or gaining something from it, and they will come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That don't you rather think the more you keep giving, the more they keep coming back, because they think like it's become a thing. It's normal, right? Because it's like, how is one supposed to help himself or find ways to solve their own problems if they know you're always going to be there?
But that is why I love this word, the entitlement. Mm-hmm. That is why I enjoy that word, because because they don't see your hustle, and they ask a certain sum, and they know it will take them years to get that kind of money. Mm-hmm. But when they call upon you, you are there, you provide.
Right.
They go like, okay, he's doing okay. Mm-hmm. So if I don't use it well, I can still go back to him and explain to him that, but you know the system.
Right.
But you know this. But you know this. Mm-hmm. And that comes from the entitlement thing I always talk about.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, sorry, you mean the system back home?
Yeah, they use the system.
It's
because as much as we would love to save our money here and do our stuff the way we want to do it, because we are from a place, we always look back and check on what is going on, and we know things are getting difficult every single time.
Right.
So when a cousin calls you, a friend calls you, that you quote unquote, you have that respect for, and they ask you for a certain sum, or they come up with a business idea that comes with a certain sum of money, you want to try, because the reason why you want to do it is because you want to stop that person coming back to you, so you want to invest that sum in that person. But the truth is, sometimes they come and it is not necessarily because of the business they want to do. It is because of the money they are looking for to use it for something else.
Right.
That is why I said earlier, if you find out the main reason, it hurts or it's disappointing. But they come back, most of them misuse it, and they come back to you again, because the truth is, you are all they have to.
Okay. So now, but the next question is gonna morph into more like on a personal note. Have you had anybody ask you for money to invest in something, which you later found out it was all a sham?
Yeah, I've had. Well, this has happened not from my own family. I don't think any of my
friends, family, classmates.
This came from a friend who, of course, I won't disclose who, but he came twice. The third time he asked me for money, that was for a good reason, because he sent me pictures. I saw that he had kind of a boil in his head, and then that you can't lie. That I have to support medical for sure. Yeah. But the first 2 times before that, it was, I want to do some onion farming, I want to do this. The money went, and then COVID has started, and everything is blamed on COVID. He came back to say that all the guys who was planning to go into the farming deal with, they went back to their hometown because of COVID. Fine. The second time was something else.
And wait, so you actually gave him the funds for the
first time I gave him the funds.
Okay.
And the second time I gave him the funds. The third time when I refused to give nothing anymore. But the third time was when he was actually sick, so I had to give again.
Now, medical attention is different, but my question is going to be, don't you think in this case somebody will say it's your fault? If somebody says I have a business idea, right, wouldn't you need to ask to see the plan, the idea?
They will give you. They always come.
I'm not talking about verbally, they just tell you to give you.
Masa, let me
listen.
Listen.
And he's someone who is very close. So there was no reason to doubt.
No, but there was a reason, because there was the first time, which is one too many, and then there was a second time.
So let me defend. Let me defend you here. Let me explain it better.
Right.
We live in here, yeah. We also have the quest to establish something back home, to own a business, because you cannot be jumping around working for people all the time. So when somebody comes up with an idea that you think it's brilliant,
you always feel it's a good way out.
And that is the only way you can achieve success. You have to invest.
Yeah.
And probably partner with someone.
And you want to partner with somebody you know.
The right person. Is it the right person or just somebody?
No, you never know that until it's too late.
Yeah, but the thing is,
you never know until it's successful or until it's too late.
That is a good idea.
But the thing is, I actually prefer a brother or somebody I know will come up with an idea and then we do it together. Because we know each other and we understand each other. Probably we grew up with each other, so it is easy. If I have to come for my money and I really mean it, I know where you are.
Right.
So with that, let me land. With that in mind, when somebody like that brings an idea or something, you are eager to help and make it work.
I mean, this is where I think we are at fault, because everybody's got ideas, right? Anybody can come with like great ideas, but that's what I'm saying. Should they put something in writing for you to sit and take a look and be like, oh, okay, there's good potential.
Oh, if you want Jesus Christ to sign for them, and they will show it to you, they will get it done.
You still can't
that is what I mean.
No, but I really doubt it, because I think if it's a really genuine, honest plan, and they have like the plan to put into format, I think that would actually give you a bit more.
No, I'm telling you, if you want Jesus Christ to come, if they have a plan, and they come to you, and the plan is not even genuine, and they have Jesus Christ to sign and bring it to you, you will do it, but then they will end up going with their plan, their initial plan.
But I think if the person is not genuine, they cannot really write up a good business plan.
They will. I'm telling you, they will.
I think even with a business plan, no matter how
good the business plan,
or whatever it is, the person's motive is still the person's motive.
No, I know, but my point is that at least the person will put in some amount of work, and if the person is not honest about the money he wants, he will not even put in the effort and the time to
the only thing I learned,
you will put them
or an advice I got,
you will know that it wasn't really about the
an advice I got to agree with you a little bit. They have to show certain commitment. You understand?
Yeah.
But the person you are asking to show that commitment don't have. You see, so an advice I got, they said if they bring up all those ideas, they should be about 50%. They should have some 50% commitment,
right?
So that you can also commit the 50%.
Yeah.
But the truth is, yes, you can tell the person to commit 50%, and that person, because they still want, he might not get the 100% from you. So now he knows, but the 50% is equally enough,
right,
to start somewhere for him. So he would give you that same commitment and say, listen, okay, I'm giving 50%. And I've been able to raise this 50% from blah 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 blah. So I still need your 50% to add up to then, and then after some months they will come and tell you, COVID died and gone 3 years ago, but they'll still come and tell you, yes, when COVID started, and because I started the plan during the COVID time, they always have. My point is, no matter what you do, no matter the plan no matter the contract they will sign. Because of the plan they have, which you don't know. Right. In my language, you cannot go into somebody's head and come back.
Right.
If you're able to do so, then you will not invest in people.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, they have their plan. They know why they came to you.
I understand the point you're making, like complete. But my point is that there are so many experiences you've accumulated in life. And I feel like there are things you can look out for to know if the idea or the plan is genuine.
Okay.
One, a business plan. Commitment, you need to see some bank account or statement saying they have this much fund, 30% of the investment plan. Right? So there are things that I think when you see, you would know this person.
But are you talking? Are you asking somebody who is, like, let's say, in the Western world? You are talking about Ghana here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That you have to be able to ask certain questions and certain, like, I don't know.
So
documentations to prove that whatever they're asking for will be used for what they say they're going to use.
In my case, this was a guy who even helped me to come to China.
Yes.
They
hold you. I'm telling you, they grab you from.
Yeah, but that I understand. That is more like help.
And that was the first time I had someone.
I'm not cutting you for a second. I've taken this because I also know where you are coming from, and I agree with you totally. Most of the people that come to you with a business plan and stuff, they are dear to you, or they are close.
There's no reason to doubt
and they always hold you somewhere.
Yeah.
You know. They can hold it.
I'm saying you have very good and legitimate reasons and points.
Yeah.
I understand, but I'm saying after you experience and you learn along the process, this is what people do, right?
No, but
my question is, do you now do the same thing, or would you now ask for more evidence, more documents?
After that experience,
I'll draw a line.
That was my first experience. So
you draw a line.
After that, now anything similar comes up, I'm going to go and seek you to meet me halfway, and I need to see proof.
Yeah.
That was my first experience, and that was a learning curve.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I'm not saying that.
Okay. So let me give you another scenario. Okay, the proof you're talking about. Okay, so you need us. So there was this thing I did, and I needed to invest, let's say, $2,000. In all, it's supposed to be about $8,000 to $10,000. 4 people. So we divide into four, so 2,000 each.
Yeah.
And then the one closer to you, or your friend or your cousin or whoever, comes and say, okay, my 2,000 is ready, or it's not. It's ready, but because of this and this reason, you add 1,000 to your 2,000 to make it 3,000. Then I'll give you 1,000. And truly, they give you. He will give you the 1,000. He gave the 1,000, right? After that, whatever you wanted to do, you were able to get it done. But after that, nothing has happened again till date. What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, but the thing is, you need to know why has nothing happened, because you need to be part of the process.
The things are not being bought.
And why is that?
Because of the system.
What system? I don't understand that, because we talk. Sometimes we have to look at it.
Because of the country, the things you are selling, the price you are selling it for, people are not willing to buy. They are complaining about the economy. It's not good, and stuff like that. What do you do?
No, but when you say the stuff is, I mean, you can discount the stuff. There's always way to, even if you go at a loss, right? You can try to get rid of the
and
stuff.
Okay, you tell them all that, and then they keep coming back telling you, listen, we've still not gotten anyone. Oh, somebody said this. Oh, somebody took it. They've not brought the money, and I'm telling you, and I know a lot of the viewers will agree with me. You can put barriers. You can put whatever. They always have a way to jump through those hoops. It is difficult. It is really difficult, because most of the people that comes to you for that kind of business ideas and help and all those things, once upon a time, they played a certain part in your life.
Yeah.
That you look back, and because of that feeling, that love or that thing, it is hard to.
And at least the first time, it's hard to say no.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We've all gone through
first, second time, and then you go like, okay, now I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Then that is when you become a bad person too, because the
suddenly you become wiser.
But would you care about that you become a bad person?
No, I don't care anymore.
So my point is that if you have the experience, of course we've gone through it. I know what you mean. But once you gain the experience, right, would you repeat the same thing just because somebody's dear to your heart?
It is only a fool. One thing I've learned is that okay, if you come with that kind of thing, I'll just tell you, okay, I cannot do business now because I'm not financially stable. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that. Whether it's the truth or not. Whether it's the truth or not. What you're also telling me, I don't know whether it's the truth or not. So what I can do is, this is, let's say, $200 I have. If you're asking for $2,000 or $1,000,
this is support you, right? This is not money you want it back.
Yeah, no, I don't want it back. This is what I can do. My hands are tied. I'm sorry. You know.
All right. So my next question will go to El. So in this case, how much is enough?
In terms of remittance?
Yes, in terms of, okay, I've sent like $1,000 for these 3 months, right? So I can't do anymore. Or would you go extra length just to,
I think for me, to the extent that you will be comfortable yourself is enough.
Yeah.
If I know that if I go beyond a certain amount, it will affect my own personal life, then that is enough.
No, but we're talking, for instance, like your buddy, right? You said he had like a medical situation, right?
Right.
In this instance, is your comfort more important than his medical condition?
No, definitely not. I mean, I won't. If I have it, I won't sit down while someone who I know I can help is going through pain, and so in that case, I can sacrifice. But when it's not, there's no medical condition involved. And it's just a business idea, blah blah blah, then I need to look into it. But if it comes to helping medically or in terms of someone's urgent need like school fees, things like that, then I can put my comfort aside. But when it comes to just you throwing ideas about it, I will be like, hey, let's discuss this.
So, all right. So do you also think is it do you always feel burdened? Is it like a responsibility you think you have on you as a friend, as a family member, as a brother who traveled overseas to help?
It can be a bit of a burden and a bit frustrating because of the kind of person I am. I consider myself as a giver, and I just want to see people happy. And that is the purpose of life anyways.
Right.
So with that mindset, you are always like, I wish I had more. I wish I had more.
Yeah,
I wish I had more. I wish I could do more. And the disappointments are a lot. But like I'm saying, it never deters you. I don't allow people to change.
Dictate your life, right?
Change my character.
Right.
You understand? Although I learned from it, I don't allow them to change me.
Right.
You understand? So yes, I would want to do more, but with lessons, you learn to, play your cards very well.
I love that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So my next one is gonna go to last one, pretty much, maybe last but one. How long do you think you can support somebody for before you say, okay, it's too much? Let's say a friend comes back, like you're saying, school fees, father is sick, right? Medical condition after, let's say for a year, right? Do you think you can still keep going, or you think there's gonna be a point you're just gonna be like, hey, you need to stand? Because I feel at some point in time, those people get so comfortable asking you, they don't really get up to try and do something.
I would say for life. I'll say for life, but you have to be sensible about it.
Yeah, where do you draw the line?
Yeah, you have to draw a line. You have to draw a line by being sensible, by knowing to be upfront with the person and say, listen, this time around, I don't have.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, right.
And because they know you can do it, or you've done it before.
If you really had, you would do it.
Yes. Yeah. So they would also say, okay, no, I get you. You understand? But it should be for life, because help never stops.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But you have to learn to limit and know when to and when not to.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think helping people or assisting someone should be a lifetime thing, as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
You can come back to me for the same reason.
Yeah.
If it still makes sense, maybe you lost your job, or you run into a big loan, or some kind of you someone put some problem on you. You had to pay some huge amount, and because of that, you can't do. Satisfy a certain responsibility. I can keep helping you if I know that it's for a genuine reason. But where you are working, you have no noticeable
problems,
and maybe for all you know, you have a drinking habit or a smoking habit, and every time you come and tell me, for example, your kid's school fees, if I do it twice, not a third time, because clearly you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
So I think it will depend mostly on the situation. If this person is in a situation where they can't come out of it, and you can help, I will keep helping. But if it's intentional, then after once or twice, I don't think on the same reason. I don't think.
All right, fam. Time is running out, but I'll throw one last one to you. Is it always, or is it supposed to be a one-way street? Whereas people overseas, we always send stuff home. Or should there be a time that we get some support? Because it almost looks like once you overseas, everything is fine.
Under normal circumstances,
but it's not true. There are people here hustling and suffering as well.
Under normal circumstances, it shouldn't be a one-way street. But unfortunately, I always say to my cousins and my friends that I'm coming from a poor people's background.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of the people around you, or you traveling, is like a win for them. You understand? So you cannot go back to those people for that kind of help.
Right.
You understand? And actually, you are staying alone, or maybe even if you have a family, it's just you and your wife and whatever here. So, but back home, you have other cousins who can walk into your home any day.
Right.
So the feeling is different. You understand what I mean? So, yes, I would love to. My cousins keep telling me, "Oh, come home. Why don't you work?" Even friends. I was like, man, why are you all poor? People that miss their family members and they have money, they just call them, hey, cuz, I need you here next month on this day. I want us to go this place and this place, ticket booked, blah 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 blah, and all you need to do is make time. You understand? But the people we have back home, they will not do that for you.
Exactly.
You understand? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
All right, folks. Not too much time on our end, but the very last question goes to Mr. L. Do you get calls from family and friends just to check up on you, not to ask for money or to make conversation about business plans? Did you just call to check, hey, how you doing? Like, how's the family? Just purely that. on the human level, nothing involving money.
Yeah, I would say in terms of that, again, I'm lucky with my siblings. We are very cordial with each other, so it's calls are to and fro. And to be honest, they don't really ask for money, financial help.
Okay, what about friends?
Friends, I think about one or two we talk often, and sometimes calls come from them, and these are people who are not looking for financial help, but there've been one or two cases where people have called in. Recently one happened and I've stopped even responding. Just calling and asking for money without even asking how you doing.
That's what I'm saying.
That was really annoying. So generally it doesn't happen to me, but it's happened about twice and it wasn't pleasant.
It's the same. It's the same. I have some lovely cousins who call me just for the love they have for me. I have a couple of friends who would call because they want to check up on me. But we all know 90% will call you out of the blue and say, hey, I mean this, this, I need this. I was like, I've not heard from you in a year or something, and then you call me. Do you know how I've been surviving and stuff? And that is from experience, because you've done it before. You've helped people out of the blue like that, and they go again into the deep, and then they come back, and then you learn from it. So now, with that wisdom, I see your call and I choose to pick or just ignore. You know?
All right, family. We could go on and on and on and on and on. It's an endless conversation, but we have to put a stop to it because of time reasons. So thank you guys for joining us. See you on the next episode from DSL.
Peace out. Signing out.